Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here. And, yeah, got a little bit of news for you guys. Hope you guys had an awesome 3-day weekend. I know I did. So let's start things off. I don't know what the dude's name is. Nicholas Winding Refn? Is that how you pronounce it? Refn? The guy did Drive and a bunch of our others, this really artsy-fartsy fucking genre film. Anyways, he's got a horror movie coming out called The Neon Dream, and apparently it played over at Cannes, doesn't fucking matter. It's over there, and dude got booed. Got booed. That's ridiculous. Getting booed. And he's a big deal. That's his audience right there. Just the artsy fartsy fucking crowd. And dude, they fucking turned on him. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna lie. Now I went into I don't know why. I had a buddy of mine was like, here, check out Drive. And I was excited because I heard so many good things about it, right? And I was like, all right, let's watch this shit. Because I saw the trailer. I was not impressed with the trailer at all. I just remember thinking the trailer was stupid as fuck. And I'm not a big Ryan Gosling fan. I don't get the appeal. I really don't. I don't even think he's that good looking. And I'm comfortable enough with my sexuality to be like, dude, I would probably blow Brad Pitt. I'd sword fight with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's let him sword fight in my mouth. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care at all. Ryan Gosling's not in that at all. I don't get it. But whatever. Watched the movie because I was really uber pumped for Drive, and Jesus fucking Christ, was it horrible. Just so fucking boring. And I get it. It's like, we're going to show you, it took a generic action film, the generic plot to an action film, and then made it very artsy. And he did the same thing, which I'm not really big on either, which I'm going to get some hate for this one, but it's okay, I'm ready for it. I don't like Argento's directing, or maybe not his directing, but I don't like the fact that he just makes colors come out of nowhere and everybody's like, oh, it's art, he's an arty. Fuck that, it's ridiculous. And that's the only thing, whenever you watch Superior, it's just like, alright. So he's got red turned up over here and blue turned up over here. Who gives a shit? That's what this guy's doing. Dude just turning up colors everywhere. Oh, his entire fucking filmography is just filled with neon. That's it. So the fact that his movie is called Neon Demon just did not surprise me at all. But anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I was wanting to like the movie. I was wanting to like this guy, and I can't get into him at all. So I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie. Personally glad he got booed at Cannes. So Cannes. So Stephen King has went on record and said that. Sorry, I do this every goddamn time, and I refuse to quit. I get hungry, I eat. Had a big bowl of chili, and now I'm ugh, fucking heartburn. I know I could probably eat something that wouldn't give me heartburn, but what's the fun in that? So Stephen King has went on a record and said that he actually thinks that the upcoming Dark Tower may actually piss off some of the fans of the book series, because just so you know, he's not going out and saying that he doesn't like it. In fact, he made it pretty clear that he thinks it's a great script and whatnot. But apparently, they messed with a lot of the timeline. I guess they're filming it, or they're showing it, not filming it, but showing it, I guess, out of sequence or whatever the case may be. Which I read the first book and honestly wasn't my thing. I do plan at some point to go on and read the other ones, but I read Gunslinger. That's the first one, Gunslinger? I think it is. I didn't care for it. Just wasn't feeling it at all. And then the fact that it wasn't horror, because everybody's just well, Phantom, clearly it wasn't horror. Yeah, but a lot of his stuff isn't horror. If you actually go, read a lot of his short stories, a lot of them kind of, they have horror elements or whatever, but dude, a lot of them just aren't, and they're still good. Stand By Me, bam. The Body, bam. Come on. Not horror at all. Love it. Damn good. Green Mile, another great example. So, I like... I like his writing. That's why I like. This story itself did not pull me in at all. So, but I'm looking forward to the movies. I really am. I'm hoping maybe I'll see something that I didn't really pick up on in the book, maybe, or they'll show me something, or I don't know. I'm just hoping maybe it'll be a different experience altogether. So, looking forward to it. But apparently, he thinks that the fans will be disappointed because it's not. It won't be like the book. But I hate people who do that shit. Literally, anybody who's just well, in the book, he was fuck off. Suck a fucking dick. It irritates me. New trailer. You can always tell when the Phantom's got light news because I go to trailers that just popped out. They just recently dropped this trailer. The Purge, election year, they dropped a new trailer for that. I'm still pumped for it. Like, it still looks good to me. I'm a Purge fan. I'm digging this whole thing and just, I don't know. Looking forward to it. I don't know why I didn't put this at the beginning of the hour, but whatever. Personal Shopper, another movie at Cannes, Scott Cannes. Anyways, it's the new Kristen Stewart movie. You already know where this is going. If I just say that, you should already know like where this is heading. It's a new Kristen Stewart movie. It's like I wouldn't even call it horror. It's definitely more thriller, I guess. Oh, I saw the trailer. It looked bad anyway, but it definitely looked like a psychological thriller. And I'm not saying it looked bad because she's in it. I'm not saying that at all. I have gone on to like Robert Pattinson movies because he's picked good movies. She continues to pick shit, such as Personal Shopper. Anyways, this played at cons, and apparently, at least like from what I understand, I could be wrong. I could have misread it. It was my understanding that at least when Neon Demon played, like the boos didn't come until at least the end. But I guess like this one, people were like snickering throughout, and then they started booing. Movie's not even done yet. Like the first reel's not done yet. They're booing because it's shit, which I think is just great because fuck her. She's got money. I don't feel bad for her. It'd be different if she's like struggling or something like that, but no, she's got money, so she can eat a dick too. So, any fans of Damien out there? The TV series that's based on The Omen. Sorry, show got canceled. Got canceled after one season. Yikes! Bad reviews. I've honestly hadn't heard a whole lot about it. And the little bit I did hear, it wasn't good. I'm not saying it's a bad show. I didn't see it myself, but apparently no love for the movie. So, and of course, the biggest news that's come out this past couple weeks: Halloween. I wanted to say Halloween Resurrected. I really did, but why bring that up? But the Halloween franchise has been resurrected again. This time, Blumhouse is behind it, and they got OJC, not Jesus Christ, better, John Carpenter, to, I guess apparently he's going to produce, and hopefully do the score. And that's another thing, they kept saying like it's not been confirmed he's going to do the score. They was like, well, hopefully get the score album. And of course John Carpenter's even gone on record and say like, I'm going to help deliver, the scariest entry in, whatever, Halloween history. Here's the thing I'm not getting too excited about. One, we went through this like a year ago. Remember? We had, a new part 3, if you will. It was going to be taking place after the events of Halloween 2. And Michael Myers was going to go to, death row. And then the kids were going, you remember this. Like, this just happened. Now, the fact that Blumhouse is behind it makes me think that, it'll probably happen a lot quicker. I mean, those guys are getting shit done over there. And not just that, but they're getting shit, they're almost batting 100. I mean, there may be a few blotches on the record, but for the most part, when you see Blumhouse's name attached to anything, it's usually a damn good movie. Insidious? Paranormal Activity? Sinister? Come on. The list goes on and on. Purge. Motherfucking Purge. So, that's the first thing I'm like, alright, that's the one pro. I'm sorry, I am not as excited as everybody else that John Carpenter's back. Did you guys see The Ward? Did you see The Ward? And everybody's like, well, okay, Phantom, but he did, he directed that, sure, but he's not directing this time. He's just producing. Really? Because I believe his name was on The Fog as well, the remake of The Fog, as a producer. Did you guys see that movie? Oh, you did? Yeah, it sucked, didn't it? Just saying. Now, I get it. Like, that name, no matter what, he will. John Carpenter will always have a place in my heart. It's all there is to it. Right there. Always. Forever. Because he's fucking John Carpenter. But much like Wes Craven, toward the end of his career, it just hasn't been that great. At all. Nah. So, for them to be like, he's back, it makes sense. And it's doing the trick. Everybody's super excited right now. I personally am not. Like, I'm excited just that a new Halloween movie is being made. You can take his name off of it. It wouldn't mean anything to me one way or another. I'd be like, yes, just get the fucking movie made. Like, I've been waiting for this movie forever. Let's get it made. I'm in that camp. In fact, I was actually more excited back when the other two guys were doing it. Patrick and, I forget the other dude's name. Doesn't matter. Those two guys, the collector guys. I was more excited when those guys were attached to it because I felt like we was gonna get a fresh take on this thing. I don't know. And the guy that got attached to direct, I can't remember who the fuck it is now. But I just remember thinking like, who is it? It wasn't a bad name either. I mean, it was just kind of like another like, okay. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. It's forgettable. I'll say that. It's clearly forgettable. But no, it's like I said, I don't know. Part of me is pumped. You know, we are getting our Halloween. I think it will actually happen this time. I am in that camp of like, yes, we're finally going to get one. But the fact that their main thing they're falling back on is Carpenter producing. I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling that at all. Now, if he scores, that's a different thing. I would love to hear some John. Dude, like, I listened to a lot of that shit, like all the tracks he was dropping from his album he just did. And, dude, great stuff. Like, literally, he hasn't lost that at all. But unfortunately, he's lost the directing part. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I mean, I know he's not directing, but still yet. If what he did on The Fog was producing, then I'm sorry, I'm not feeling that either. But no, so Halloween, coming back. Apparently, some Resident Evil, the final chapter trailer, leaked online, and they quickly tried to scramble and pull it off. I saw a bit of it. It was just very grainy. And it wasn't really much of it. I don't know. I couldn't quite tell what the fuck was going on. Like I said, the quality I saw was really bad. So I don't know. Maybe you guys saw a better quality version of it or whatever. But looking forward to the Resident Evil final chapter. I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil series. So. Alright, so there's a Rocky Horror Picture Show phone game coming out soon. And I obviously had to check this out because I was like, oh, I'm a big fan of Rocky Horror. And it just looks so bad. Like, the basic, and it wasn't, this is just kind of, and they're not finished, they ain't finished yet. They're still crowdfunding and all that shit and getting everything set up. So, I mean, it can possibly change from here, you know. But from what they showed, it was just like, you had Frankenfurter, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to pick your character or what the case will be, but it just had like swipes, and it was all in X. So then you'd swipe his arm, and he would do a thing with his arm right here, and then you swipe the other one, you know. But that was it. That was the dancing, was moving his legs and arms and shit like that. And the music, which I don't know, I don't know why I thought, I guess I was hoping they would actually have the actual soundtrack that you'd be playing to. It's not. From what I heard, it was just a very bad like karaoke version to all the songs, which is fucking brutal. And this like video went on for like 6 minutes. I tapped out in like 4. I was like, I can't do no more of this. If they had the original thing, and if it was more than just swipes, like that's just fucking horrible. I can imagine like literally getting into that. Ooh, I just much rather listen to the music or just watch a movie. Just watch a movie. It's like you get the urge to play the video game. Just watch the movie, and your urge will go away. I was all for it. I mean, I don't know what my video game of Rocky Horror Picture Show would be, but it wouldn't be that shit. I don't know. A little disappointed. And speaking of games, a game came out called Kate's Motel. I didn't butcher that. That wasn't me mispronouncing it. I know it sounds like Bates Motel, but it's called Gates Motel. I'm assuming for some copyright issues. But the game is pretty much like the visuals is the Bates Motel. And like down to the fucking like every little detail. And the basic premise is you're the girl, I'm not saying you're the girl, you're a girl who I guess going there for the night to get some lodging, and the place is deserted. You're looking for a way out or something like that, and of course this killer's coming after you. Once again, the fact that it's called Kate's Motel, I'm sure like the killer's not Norman Bates, or in this case Norman Gates. But anyways, if you get a chance, check out this. They post like a little bit of gameplay. This is in their game that it's still like in developmental or whatever, and they're still crowdfunding and getting their stuff together. But it has a very like a Slender Man type feel to it. It's all first person view, and you're just wandering around, just trying. And I'm sure you're just trying to gather shit, but I don't know. I like those kind of games. I'm a fan of those kind of games, so. I'd be more apt to play Gates Motel than the Rocky Horror game. Oh, excuse me. And finally, going back to Stephen King for a second, one of his novels, Mr. Mercedes, is getting a TV series. I don't know if it's supposed to be a TV movie or a miniseries, but it's going to the Audience Network. What the fuck is the Audience Network? I've never heard of this at all. Anyways, if you're familiar with the Audience Network, well, it's getting Mr. Mercedes soon. So yeah, that's that. Just announced. So guys, that's all I got. You guys want to comment on any of these news stories that I've talked about? Drop that shit down below or hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. I've been Movie Phantom, and yeah, till next time.